Well, this is a multi-step process, and I always tell my boards of elections that voter list maintenance is kind of like hygiene. We do it every day. We have a monthly process for removing those that are deceased. We do that every month. We have an annual process for finding those that have become inactive or perhaps moved out of state. And yes, we're through a few steps of finding non-citizens. We've got a few more steps to take, and we're going to continue this all the way up through Ohio's voter registration deadline, which is 30 days before the election. Because if somebody who is a non-citizen were to attempt to register between now and then, we would want to make sure that we catch that as well. Listen, we found 499 in this batch. We found about 135 non-citizens 2 months ago. We're talking about less than 1,000 out of 8 million registered voters. It's a relatively small number, but it should be proof that if you mess around, you'll find out. And if anybody thinks they can register to vote in the Buckeye State as a non-citizen and get away with it, they got another thing coming. We will catch you, and we will refer you for prosecution.
I understood. Now, maybe this was the way that the news folks out there wrote this story up, because they said you ordered this. So I want to go through, because you said something that was very interesting, Mr. Secretary. First off, again, applaud your efforts here. All 50 states should care as deeply about voting integrity as they apparently do in Ohio. Why did it take, though, you ordering, because this is how it was phrased in the news story, that you ordered this purge. Why isn't this just all on automatic?
So what a lot of people don't realize is that we don't have one national election. We really have 50 state elections, and it's even more granular within that. In states like Ohio, for example, it's truly controlled at the local level. We've got 88 county boards of elections. They are run by people from that county, but I have the authority to direct them to do things. And so, for example, in this case, I directed them to do this. We provided the data work, and that wasn't easy. And this is why some states are not yet catching up to where Ohio is. The data work to go through 8 million registered voters, to identify those who we suspect are non-citizens, but then to get their alien registration number, which we have to get from our BMV, our Bureau of Motor Vehicles, to run it against the federal SAVE database. That's a thing that a team of data scientists from my office did. And then we served this list up to each county board of elections. We said, in your county, these are the non-citizens that we found, and we ordered them, I ordered them to promptly remove them from the voter rolls. That's what's in the process right now. And again, we're going to keep running this process all the way through the election.
Yeah, and you know, Mr. Secretary, when I was back in news, this is some 14 years ago, I did a story in the great state of Texas that showed that not only do we have illegal aliens, non-citizens on the voting rolls, we also found out they had voting histories. So, and that was 14 years ago. I can imagine with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's massive illegal immigration push that those numbers have only gone up, even in states like mine. Now, as you know, left-wing bastions across the United States, these left-wingers are registering illegal aliens and foreign nationals for the vote so they can cancel out American votes. We've seen the reporting across the country in this, New York and other places. What is your message to those trying to subvert one of the fundamentals of our representative republic?
How dare you try to corrupt something so precious to all of us as Americans? Listen, I've had the chance to speak at naturalization ceremonies where people who have done it the right way are raising their right hand, taking that oath of citizenship. You can see the pride on their faces. Ask them, ask a new American who just earned their citizenship if we should callously give the ability to vote away to somebody that hasn't. They will tell you, heck no. Citizenship has status, it matters, it means something, and we should protect the vote because American elections are only for American citizens. Other states need to follow our lead when it comes to this.